Hello, church family. This is Chris Gonzalez here, the head of the trustees for First United Methodist Church in Crowley. I'm glad to be here today. We are getting ready to open our church. That's right. We're going to open our church, and I am here today to talk to you about how we are going to open our church safely. Thank you to the trustee committee for all the hard work that you've done in helping to get the church open. Thank you to the finance committee. Thank you to all the committees and all the volunteers and the church staff in helping prepare the church to open. The trustee group really appreciates all the efforts from everybody. I'm here today to talk to you about how we're going to open up the church safely. There's a lot of steps to this process, and the purpose of this video is just to help you along with learning some of these steps. So the first thing you're going to notice when you come to church is that you will not have to touch a door. That's right, you're not going to have to touch a door. There's going to be ushers at the front that will open the doors for you and greet you with a welcoming smile, just like we do on every Sunday. But we're going to pay a little more attention to welcoming you and bringing you into the church safely and contactless. The second thing you're going to notice is there will be a welcomer and a greeter right as you walk in. The purpose of these people and these volunteers is to prepare you for what's to happen the rest of the church service. We're going to be wearing a mask. The trustee group has approved and voted to have everyone who attends church is required to wear a mask. So this group that's going to be at the entrance to the church will greet you, offer you a mask if you don't have one, and offer you hand sanitizer if you need to hand sanitize, and also do a temperature check. We are going to require a temperature check upon entering the church. At that point, you will also be recorded your attendance, and they may ask you your name if they haven't met you before. And then from there, they're going to show you to the sanctuary where another usher will seat you. This all sounds like a business. This sounds like a complicated process, but it really isn't. Our main goal is, one, to welcome you back to church. This is your church. This is our church, and we want to welcome everybody back and do it in the safest way possible. By greeting you at the door, by opening that door for you, by offering hand sanitizer, by offering you a mask, and doing a temperature check, we feel like these are all necessary and prudent steps to open up the church safely. When you go into the sanctuary, there will be an usher there to help you and escort you to your seating. We have markers on the ground in the carpet area in the foyer to separate families as they enter church. So if you come up to the sanctuary doors and there's another family waiting to get in, we just ask politely that you stay back 6 feet. You're more than welcome to mingle. We want you to socialize, but we do respect that we keep our social distancing and we allow the seating process to occur. Hopefully, you've registered for church that prior to coming Sunday, and you know exactly where you're going to sit. We have an online registration system now, and you get to choose where in the church you want to sit. And I know there's a lot of you that want to sit in the the front left, or the middle right, or the back. That's okay. If you've already done the online registration, you know where you're going to sit, and the ushers know where you're going to sit, and you'll be seated according to how you registered. If you didn't register, that's okay also, because we have overflow seating in the fellowship hall, and I'm sure there's going to be a few seats open in the sanctuary where we can fit you in as needed. When you go online to register, if you do feel like you want to sit in the fellowship hall, then please indicate that on your online registration. So you come into church, everybody's had a self-wellness check, we've cleaned, we've washed our hands, we've gotten sanitizer, we're wearing masks during service. And for those of you that don't want to wear a mask during service, that's okay. That is everybody's right to not wear a mask. Visit us online at the First United Methodist Church Facebook, and make sure to enter in your name and say hi to us, and you're still at church and you don't have to wear a mask at your house. We still want you to see the amazing glory and gift that God has provided us here at this church. Please do it from home in your own safe environment. When you get into church, and we're listening to the good word, we will be required to wear masks during the entire service. It has been recommended that people bring cough drops or maybe a bottle of water. Feel free to do that. We will not have any coffee service or any donuts or food available upon entering the Welcome Center. So I encourage everybody to please bring your own drinks. I prefer not to have food in the church, and there's no reason to have a Big Mac and cheese while we're watching Amy give us the good word. But please feel free to bring a drink if you need to. Another thing you might see different is we are going to exit service individually by families rather than everybody rising and leaving at the same time. So as soon as Pastor Amy is done, she's going to ask the ushers to escort everyone out of the church, and we'll be doing it from the back rows forward, just as if we were going to communion, but we're going to exit the church not as a solid single group, but as individual family units in the pews. Hopefully this all makes sense and it won't be confusing on Sunday. Once church is over, if you would like to congregate in the courtyard or in the fellowship hall and do social distancing and fellowship, you are more than welcome to. We just ask that we clear the Welcome Center area as we're exiting church, and we can use our space in the fellowship hall and or in the courtyard. There's plenty of room out there to socialize. I am not wearing a mask right now because I am alone in the church and I'm doing this great video for you. Otherwise, I would be wearing my mask right now. Remember that if we are on campus, we are always wearing masks.